Atif when you talked about feeling. She was often quoted as stating that in life, people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they will never ever forget how you made them feel. On this morning, as it relates to the state of affairs at our Philadelphia International Airport, along with our Northeast Airport, I want you to know, Philadelphia, that we should feel good about the work that's being done there and the amazing leadership. Please give Atif and his team a huge, huge round of applause. I know the lights are down, but I'm just going to ask all the elected officials who are present to please stand up. And I want to start with recognizing a few. And you've heard me say it before. We talk about it when it's just the two of us in the room, or if we're in a public setting like this. I am unapologetic about affirming that as mayor of the city of Philadelphia, I can in no way, shape, or form be successful without the partnership of our legislative leader, that is the president of our city council of Philadelphia, who is also a friend. Right? So we don't fake and try to make it work. We actually like each other. Isn't that a breath of fresh air? Give it up for Council President Kenyatta Johnson. But I'm also very pleased, no, I didn't know, can you stay standing? I'm also pleased that all of the members of council who are present. I see Council Member Nina Ahmad here. I know I saw Rue Landau is here, and all other members of City Council of Philadelphia. Give our council members a round of applause. But if you've been watching, and this is important for me to publicly affirm, I talk about this thing called, and I'm gonna get to it, Atif, don't get mad because I'm running over my time, because this is important. You hear me talk a lot about intergovernmental cooperation and collaboration. And that would not be front and foremost in my mind had I not spent 10 years in training, in boot camp, in the place that if we don't have a partnership with the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, our Governor Josh Shapiro, and our legislative leaders, our Speaker Joanna McClinton, Appropriations Chairman Jordan Harris, Appropriations Chairman on the Senate side, Vincent Hughes, and all of our members, Philadelphia cannot be successful. It's with that in mind that I want to ask you to give a round of applause for our state senator, Sharif Street. And the next two legislators, now one is so he gets a dual introduction because we were double colleagues when we served in Harrisburg together, and then we had a chance to serve in the City Council of Philadelphia together. And anything that we're doing with transportation here in the city of Philadelphia, you can't talk about that work without talking about our chair of transportation, State Rep Ed Nilsson, Northeast, and my friend, Council Member, former State Rep Driscoll. Give both of them a round of applause. Thank you, Council Member. And I saw you up in those pictures. I forgot this was your part of town. The airport was. Her district, State Representative Regina Young, and someone told me that our regional partner was here, my sister Gina Curry. I don't know, is she around? Give her a round of applause. Thank you. And someone standing right there. Someone standing in the middle. Hello there, how you doing? And thank you for being here. Give them all a round of applause. Atif, Giselle Jones, City Representative and our Director of Special Events, my Chief of Staff, Tiffany Thurman, Adam Teal, our Managing Director, welcome back. And I'm so happy to see you. Angela Val, Visit Philadelphia, and Greg Karen. Where's Greg? Greg, wherever you are, I love you for real. Give him a round of applause. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. You may have arrived here, Atif, from Minnesota, and we were like going back through the time just 3 years ago, but you quickly made yourself at home with all 1.5 million plus 1.6 million. We'll tell you about that real soon. We're getting there, y'all. Of your closest friends and neighbors in the city of Philadelphia, brotherly love and sisterly affection. I want to thank you and the entire PHL and P&E teams. Every time I walk through the airport, I see your pride and commitment to making sure that the city is represented at its very best. Now, we all know that an airport is more than a place to catch a flight. It's a first impression. For millions of visitors, this is their first hello from Philadelphia, and it has to be a good one. That's why Atif and his team are making critical investments across the airport, from restrooms. Keep it up, Atif. You know, I travel in and out. Don't you tell. You better not tell. It's only for the people in this room. Sometimes I go to the airport and I just go visit the bathrooms to check in on them. They're gonna say she's crazy, but I do, don't you tell. Why is that important? Because when we think about those investments, Atif, the terminal gates, that signage to the roadways and the runways, all designed to improve the experience for the millions of travelers coming through Philadelphia and to Philadelphia in 2026, and beyond. So we know that in just a few short months, America will be celebrating its 250th anniversary. And as I've said before, Philadelphia, the birthplace of democracy, we are ready for Philadelphia's 250th, and we're ready to ring it on. Let me hear you all say, ring it on. Ring it on. Ring it on. Ring it on. Philadelphia is ready to ring it on. We are engaging every corner of Philadelphia with meaningful investments, economic opportunities, and a spirit of celebration across all neighborhoods. Again, a special thanks to our partnership with Council President Kenyatta Johnson and all members of City Council, for we are investing over $100 million in making sure that our great city of Philadelphia is ready to do everything that we need to do to ensure that the city, the Commonwealth, and the nation, and quite frankly, the world, has a tremendous experience here in Philadelphia in 2026. But at the same time, this is important, we're making sure that the nation's birthplace, our home, America's first World Heritage City, takes center stage as we host a slate of major events that will put Philadelphia in the global spotlight. But let me be clear, we are not just preparing for one big year. 2026 is important, but we're not just preparing for one big year. We're building for the next 250 years. That's what we're working to do here in the city of Philadelphia. So these projects at the airport, across our roadways, and in our neighborhoods will deliver long after the fireworks and the festivities end. So when you hear about the airport improvement, the new public safety equipment, the roadway upgrades, or even the beautification projects, know that it's all connected and none of it is being done in isolation. It's about creating economic opportunity, making Philadelphia more accessible, and showing the world what it means to be the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection. So thank you to Atif and everyone at PHL and Northeast Airport who are helping us to deliver on the vision. Together, we are going to make 2026 unforgettable and ensure that Philadelphia's welcome is as bold and lasting as our history is. People who know me, they know that whenever I enter any municipal building, The first group of people I always talk to are the security guards, the people at the front desk, the maintenance workers, everyone who works together to keep our city functioning at such a high level. And so when I think about, because I don't know if they're here, but I need to say it out loud because I don't ever want them to think that we don't see them. So there are members of SCIU or Unite here, or every City of Philadelphia municipal employee. We want you to know that we see you and we appreciate your work for our city. Can we give our workforce a round of applause? It's important. Why? Because it's not just about the C-suite, it's about all of us working together to create that mantra that you hear me constantly affirming, to remind myself and you that it really is possible for us to be one Philly, a united city. And so everybody now, and you know I'll come down there, everybody put your ones in the air. They're recording us, and I want them, and I want to, so we're going to practice once. They're recording. They're recording. Let me hear you all say one Philly, a united city. A united city. That was practice. Here we are. Let me hear you say one Philly, a united city. A united city. And now it is my pleasure to introduce someone who's been a partner in making it all possible. He represents this area not just as our legislative leader, but because it is his council district. I want you to join me in welcoming Council President Kenyatta Johnson, whose leadership is helping to guide these historic investments, and every Philadelphian feels their impact. Thank you.
Can we give our mayor a real big round of applause, y'all? Let's give her a real big round of applause. And it's truly an honor and a privilege to be here, and most importantly, have the opportunity to celebrate the state of our affairs with the Philadelphia International Airport. And so I want to take a moment to acknowledge the CEO, Mr. Atif Saeed. Give him a round of applause for his hard work and dedication, and he hit the ground running, and his executive assistant. Where's Shane Dow, that government relations person? I will call Shane in the middle of the night regarding airport-related issues. I not only represent the Philadelphia International Airport, I also frequent and utilize the Philadelphia International Airport on a variety of different times, and thank you, Shane, for picking up the call. And also I want to acknowledge Mel, Hannah, and Clarence. They run Marketplace. Give them a round of applause, and I'll tell you why. Madam Mayor, most people may or may not know that I'm vegetarian/vegan, right? And so I don't often have the options when I go and travel with my family. And so when I'm in the airport, you know, I'm looking to see where can I get something to eat. And one day I found one particular place had some good food real early in the morning. I got on the phone, I called Shane and said, hey, listen, this restaurant I went to has some great food, but that's from the work that Marketplace has done to make sure that we have high quality concession stands at the Philadelphia International Airport. And I want to take a moment to acknowledge that wonderful team that represented Philadelphia International Airport, that welcomed us to come to this event this year, the same way they did last year. So let's give the staff that are working for Philadelphia International Airport a real big round of applause. I'm going to be brief, and